Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie and I am a first-time mom sharing my motherhood journey. Today I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of mothers deal with but don't always talk about, and for me that is baby eczema. In this video I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to clear up my baby eczema without using any steroids. So before we begin, let's talk about what is eczema. Baby eczema is extremely common. I didn't know that when my baby got his eczema. I thought something was wrong with him or that I was doing something wrong. Eczema just causes dry skin, itchy, patchy, sometimes inflamed. And in my little one, his skin not only was dry, patchy, inflamed, and discolored. Like, he literally looked like he had vitiligo. I took him to his pediatrician and said, my baby has vitiligo. And she was like, girl, no, he doesn't. He has baby eczema. Baby eczema, aka atopic dermatitis, hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly, typically shows up like on the baby's arms. For my baby was behind his legs, baby's underarm, and his discoloration was all over his face, his forehead, his chest, his stomach. It was really bad. The exact cause of baby eczema can be environment, baby's immune system, food sensitivity, formula sensitivity, vitamin deficiency, and so on. After speaking to my pediatrician and also my mom friends and my sister-in-law, so the first thing my pediatrician recommended was steroid creams, which I personally, yes, I got the prescription for it. I still have it in his diaper caddy upstairs for emergencies. So let's say whenever he has flare up, I use a steroid cream maybe once in his 10 month of life. There's nothing wrong with actually using steroids, especially for emergencies. The science shows that it does help with baby eczema. For me personally, I wanted to go a little bit more the natural route. I've heard from other parents sometimes whenever you use a lot of steroid creams that the baby's skin gets dependent on it, and which I didn't want to take that chance. But I've also heard the opposite. Me personally, I didn't want to take that chance, so I was like, well, you know what, let me try and do some research, see if there is anything I can do to treat it the most natural way possible, and if not, I'll use a steroids cream. Or if he has really bad flare-ups, which he does like here and there, honestly, I would use a steroid cream. Long story short, I am not anti-steroid cream or prescriptions. It's just, if I can go the natural route, I will. So let's talk about what I actually did to clear up my baby's eczema. First things first is vitamin D. Every morning, my husband took my baby out to get some early morning sun between 8 to 9 a.m. You don't want the heavy midday sun. It's too bright, it's too hot, and he would basically just take a walk with him for about 10 minutes or so. And the sun, it just helps to boost his vitamin D naturally. Sun, vitamin D. Hello. Another thing that I use was vitamin D drops, and I use this one. Just one drop of it in his baby formula or his bottles once a day, and to me that was very helpful. And consistency is key, so make it part of your daily routine. Another very important step that makes a huge difference is the bathing routine. So I bathe my baby every other day, not every day, just every other day or every other 2 days. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of this video yet, but my baby developed eczema his first month of life. So he was still very small, very delicate, and his skin was just so sensitive just in general. And he didn't need a bath every day because when they're that small, they're not running around, they're not really dirty. The necks and folds get dirty, but they're not stinky, if that makes sense, and they're not sweaty. So every other day baths. You want to make sure you keep the baths 10 minutes or less. The longer they're in the water, the more their skin becomes drier. And you want to make sure that you're using the proper products. The very first thing that made a huge difference was what I actually use to bathe my baby. So washcloth, this is the washcloth that I use. This is a muslin cloth. that makes a huge difference. Originally, I was using some sort of like towel-like material washcloth. I don't know if that makes sense. And I found that that actually was irritating his skin even more. So once I switched to a muslin cloth, it was like night and day. So that's the very first thing I would do. And for his bath products, that's also very important. I use the, oh, where is it? This baby right here. This is the Aveeno Baby Cleansing Therapy Moisturizing Wash. This thing is so creamy, so gentle. It actually has natural oat milk and provitamin B5 on there, and everyone knows eczema and oatmeal go like this, okay? They go like this. So this, my baby's 10 months now and I'm still using this on him. This is amazing. It's not drying. It doesn't give you those really big lathers, and it doesn't strip his skin of his natural oils. So get you a really good gentle cleanser. And that's pretty much all I use to bathe him. Bathe him quick, under 10 minutes. Use a muslin cloth and use a really nice gentle cleanser. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, once you take the baby out of the bath, the drying process, you want to use a nice fluffy, not them little cheap itchy towels, okay? A nice little fluffy towel, and you're going to pat the baby dry. So instead of like rubbing their skin dry, you want to just go ahead and pat their skin dry. That makes a huge difference. And the final step, and let me tell you, girl or dad, if you're watching, this is the most important step right here. The moisturizing steps. That's what is going to basically make or break your baby's skin. Okay, so once I get my baby out of the bath, I towel dry them. I then moisturize them. So I use a 2-step moisturizing system. The first thing that I do, I use a baby eczema cream, and the one that I use is this right here. This is the eczema. I'm sorry, this is the Eucerin Baby Eczema Relief Cream. You can find this at any drugstore. Another one that I used that I actually liked, but it was just pricey, and I figured this does the same thing, honestly, is I think it's called Tubby Todd. And that one is, I personally like it. It does have fragrance. Some people might not like that. I personally did not mind it, neither did my baby's skin. It works really well. So that's another cream that you want to use. So what you're gonna do, you're going to take the baby eczema cream, you're going to lather that baby up from head to toes. When I say lather, in working sections, I started with those like upper body first, and I do his legs, but you want to literally squeeze that baby into your hand, and there's just every crevice of that baby's body you want to do. I like to make sure that the product is actually settled into the baby's skin. Work that lotion in very well, because that's important also. Let it sit maybe for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you want to seal that lotion or that moisturizer in. And what I use to do that, it's my Aquaphor Baby Eczema, I'm sorry, the Aquaphor Baby Ointment. Me personally, I've heard people say that the regular Aquaphor works. I needed to say baby on there. I'm sorry, I'm paranoid. I just needed to say baby on there. So I use the baby healing ointment cream for my child. This is like my 4th tub of Aquaphor in the past 10 months for my baby. It's very important also to know that Aquaphor is not a moisturizer. It just seals everything in. So you don't want to just put ointment on your kid's body, on your baby's body. You lock in dryness. It doesn't do anything. You want to moisturize it first with an actual lotion or moisturizer, and then you seal it in with the ointment. And it's the same thing for the ointment. You want to be extremely generous. Just be very generous with it. Your baby's going to look like a grease ball. I'm telling you. Even the clothes you put in on the baby is going to have grease stain all over it. That's normal. And that's gonna happen. And you want to repeat those 2-step moisturizing system at every diaper change. I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to be militant with this. You want to be as consistent as possible. My husband and I find that every diaper change is the best way for us, you know, because the baby's already on the changing table and their clothes is halfway off anyways. So just moisturize them at least four to five times a day. You are doing this two-step moisturizing system. I know it's a lot of work. I know it's annoying, but I promise you, if you keep up with this, you will see a huge difference in your baby's skin within weeks. At least for us, we did. And some supportive habits I would say to also do is dressing your baby in loose fitting clothes or cotton clothes. That makes a huge difference. And another thing is we switch his detergent to just a gentle, sensitive detergent with no fragrance. And what else? Oh, avoid using things with fragrances also. The only thing really we used on him that had fragrance was the Tubby Tud cream, but I liked it, so it didn't really give me any issues. So I don't know, but we don't put any what do you call it, any baby perfume, because I know sometimes people do that. We what else? Yeah, we just avoid using fragrances, honestly, just on him in general. And another thing that I noticed was whenever I stopped breastfeeding and I started feeding him formula, the baby formula made a huge difference. I had to switch to a gentle formula. So pay attention to that also, because eczema a lot of time is triggered by food sensitivities. So definitely keep that in mind. And mom, just a little tip, your baby is going to get very itchy at first and they're going to want to scratch their body. So make sure you trim their nails. Sometimes I would put, what do you call them, the little mittens on my baby's hands. Put on like long sleeve clothes or put on a long sleeve shirt or onesie on them. That will really help them, stop them from scratching their skin. So that's something that you guys could do. And just be patient with yourself, especially if you're a first-time mom. This is your first time doing this. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Healing takes time. Do not give up. Be consistent. Understand that every baby is different. Every baby's skin is different and unique. So just pay attention, document to what's working, document what's not working, and find what works best for your baby's skin. If your baby is struggling with baby eczema, just know that you're not alone. And it can get better. It just takes patience and consistency. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe for more baby care videos and motherhood videos. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me and watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Ew!